of the NFL on EA Sports.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his fourth season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson now. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against his speed guy on the perimeter.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throws on target to Duvernay. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 12. Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first. It threes him. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger offense ready for their first possession, and it's Justin Herbert at the helm in his second season now out of Oregon. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Escaping the pressure right. That'll be complete to Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 52 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
In to make the stop, Patrick Queen, the linebacker, the Ravens' leading tackler in 2020. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Dancing to his left. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 19. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and the lead is now 10-3. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. On the return, Devin Duvernay. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now, because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here we go on 4th. Herbert flushed out right. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running right, this is Ingram. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have it.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this is on target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Antonio Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return is Duvernay. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's nope. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. And
he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Herbert has it knocked free, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Ty Long now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Chargers to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Eluding the pressure right. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. This is swung out to Eckler. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And he'll be dropped after a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 17. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Herbert now. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Herbert rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, partner, you look at a play call like that, and you have to think to yourself, that's got to be one to pad the stats a little bit, huh?
He has had a great game throwing the football, and I think you're right, maybe getting a little greedy. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, the return is Duvernay. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From the gun on third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eckler going to get it again on second down. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. Running on 1st down, Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jackson to throw.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place and gets big yardage and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
Jackson will throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Ravens receivers are ranked last in receptions and receiving yards each of the last 2 years. Thus, the pick of Rashad Bateman at the University of Minnesota. He was their first-round pick, number 27 overall, and they expect to see more catches and more first downs from that young man.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson
looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Quick slant to Brown. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 44, Jackson, and his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And quickly they get to the line. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, trying to work his way.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
The Ravens ready to take over.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Here's Sam Cook now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Mike 3. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers,